Hey everyone, welcome back to another video, and this is my Fauxbonichi flip from May 17th for the end of the month. And so Sunday, the May 17th, was my art journaling class, where we made stamps from various items. I don't know if you can see. This is from an eraser, and then this is from a styrofoam plate that I stamped with, I believe it's Distress ink pad, and I forget the color. But I untangled this tulip, and hopefully you can see it. Didn't stamp out very well. So, and I didn't do the list for that day because the month of May we've been doing lists. And so the 18th, nothing really happened. I tried to draw a face. I'm holding this up closer so you can see instead of zooming in, because then it will get blurry. So the list for the 18th was road trip must-haves, and I put camera, book or Kindle, music or MP3 player, phone, chargers for all electronics, maps, places you want to go, road food, and GPS. Tuesday the 19th, basically didn't do anything that day. I did try to restamp that again. It turned out a little bit better. And the prompt, or the list for that day, was books I want to read. Hopefully you can see that. And this was from K & Company and the Smush Planner thing, inserts, or thing, the pads. And I just scratched out I want to read, which I used for another list. So the books I've read were no particular order. I read a lot, but my faves in no particular order. Jim Henson biography by Brian J. Jones. Should Have Been There by Jude Sutherland Kessler, which is a historical fiction, and it's really thick. I have the other two, which is on another list on my Kindle because the books are huge. And so number 3, Devil in the White City by Eric Larson, which is about the World's Fair in Chicago. Lamb by Christopher Moore. Have a Nice Day by Mick Foley. Yes, I am a wrestling fan. I haven't watched the newer stuff, but I still watch the old, fan of the old. Number 6, Candy Freak by Steve Allman. Number 7, Anne Frank and Me, which is actually, I think, a young adult or children's book by Cherry Bennett. Number 8, Hitman by Bret Hart. The 20th, I just took a stencil and put paint on there. I think it was leftover paint from a project I was working on. And the list for that day was favorite candy from childhood, and I put in parentheses and adulthood. And I used journaling card from Simple Stories, Say Cheese 2, paper line, and I put peanut M&Ms, almond M&Ms, Snickers Crunch. They don't make those anymore. I loved them when they were around. Score, Hershey's Symphony, and Toffee Almond Crunch. In Twix, Reese's Pieces, and Popcorn Jelly Bellies. And this tape I've been using is from Target. I think it was in the dollar bin like last year. So I got these 2 days messed up. I think the movies or list was for that day, or the one for Saturday, and this quotes was for that day. I got those, or even the day before. I got everything turned around. So I just did whatever. Yeah, this was supposed to be for Wednesday, and then the quotes were supposed to be for Thursday, if I got it right. But anyway, and the candy was supposed to be on Friday. But anyway, so I made Thursday favorite movies, and I did the same thing that I did for the previous list, which was, I think, yeah, favorite quotes, which was I went into Word, not Microsoft Word, but a Word document, typed up my favorite movies in and used different fonts, printed them out, and glued them in. But the background, I used the brown illusion spray with some lace to give it some background. So you can see that. And then I pasted in the movies in no particular order. Across the Universe, which is a musical with Beatles music. Love that movie. I have it on DVD. Finding Nemo, Dirty Dancing, Princess Bride, Monsters Inc., Muppets Take Manhattan, Breakfast Club, Winnie the Pooh, Mary Poppins. You can tell I'm a Disney fan. You Got Mail, Chicago, and the Muppet movie. And then the list for Friday the 22nd was lines in movies, and for Friday was a fish. So I drew fish. Hopefully you can see that without the shadow. Yeah. And you'll see a lot of Princess Bride quotes because at the time I was reading As You Wish by Carrie Elwes about the movie. So, and again, I did the same thing. Printed them out, typed them up, printed them out, glued them on. As You Wish, Just Keep Swimming. Do You Want to Build a Snowman? Bye Bye Boys. Have fun storming the castle. Do you think it will work? It will take a miracle. Bye bye. And finally, no more rhymes. I really mean it. Anyone want a peanut? So that day. And then the list for Saturday the 13th was Guilty Pleasures, and it was sticker and stamp Saturday. So I used tattoos on this page. And my Guilty Pleasures are Real Housewives of Atlanta, OC, well, Orange County, and Beverly Hills. Not that you can see this. Shazza Sunset, okay, any Bravo show, well, almost any. Wrestling, like I said. Sushi and paranormal romances, not the hokey, lovey-dovey romance, I like the comedy, paranormal romances. Sunday, went to the Fremont for brunch, and I drew a lox and bagel. See that. Then we went to the Bellagio Conservatory, and then the list for that day was, I make lists for things I need to do, what I need to bring, food, books I want to read, and books I have read. And I use for that, for both these, I use two different things. I used to write them down, what I've read, but now I use Goodreads.com, and I have the app on my Kindle and on my phone, and I also use Shelf Area. I'll put the links in the description. Then the 27th was Labor Day. I stayed home. If I stay home, I usually draw a house just to have something on the page. And I didn't do this list. Was what I'd rather be doing right now. I didn't do that list. And this was part of that, and that's from We Are Memory Keepers journaling cards. Tuesday, went to the grocery store, and I think the dollar store, or the bank, and was drawing books. Was another, I was drawing books, because this list was books I want to read. And on here, I put She Loves You and Chivalry on Side, which I have on my Kindle, by Jude Sutherland Kessler. And I read a lot of cozy mysteries, so a lot of them are, when I put the books down, it's the series. Fresh Baked series by Livia Washburn. Going, Gosh, Jen McKinley, plus the other books in that series after that. Give Death a Chance, Alan Goldshear, and I read his first book, which is Paul is Dead. It's Beatles as Zombies. It's not that bad. Cookbook Next series by Daryl Wood Gerber, and Coffee House series by Cleo Coyle. And I have lots of books I want to read. You know, can only list so many. Wednesday, Heart Doctor, UPS, Sonic, and we got barbecue chicken from the grocery store, which happened to be kosher barbecue chicken, and it was really good. It smelled awesome. Thursday, the list was vacations I want to take, and I just took a stencil and went over it with a colored pencil and colored it for the background. So, see the Grand Canyon, Disneyland, Chicago, Washington, D.C., the tour Route 66, Minnesota when it's not freezing, and Tennessee. Friday, I didn't do the list for that day, but we went to Walgreens, so I drew a green wall, and the Drop Friday was a hot air balloon, so I drew that. And the 30th, stayed home, and I went to the church yard sale, rummage sale by the house. It's really hot, didn't get anything. My parents went to dinner with friends, and the list of the day was a to-do list, and finish cards that I was working on, make envelopes for cards, sweep floor again, because keeping up the hardwood floors, not hardwood, these are laminate. They're a pain in the butt to clean. Every time you get pieces of paper, they multiply on the floor. So anyway, video of the Smoosh Planner, video of a Fauxbonichi flips, and I've just done the last two right now. And the last day, we stayed home. We didn't have a list for the end of the month, and it was hot, 104. Right now, it's supposed to be like 112 today. So that's it for now, and thanks for watching.